Good day everyone, good day sir, and today we will be presenting our data flow diagram leveling activity for the sales, dispatch, and warehouse system. So this presentation follows the principles of structured analysis and systems architecture as discussed in our previous sessions. We will be demonstrating how we applied these principles by constructing a multi-level DFD model based on the given case. Our output includes 4 components: the level 0 context diagram, the level 1 departmental breakdown, the level 2 detailed process, and the level 3 job role processes, all of which contribute to a complete and systematic representation of the entire business workflow. We will begin with our level 0 or context diagram, which establishes the overall boundaries of the system and identifies how it interacts with external entities. This sets the foundation for all deeper level of analysis. With that, let us now proceed to the explanation for our level 0 diagram. For our level 0 data flow diagram, we are showing the system at its highest, most simplified view, also called the context diagram. In the middle, we have one single process labeled process 0, sales, dispatch, and warehouse system. This represents the whole case. All activities of sales, warehouse, and dispatch are treated as one logical system here. Around this central process, we only show the external entities that interact with the system. There are 3 of them: customer, accounts, department, and supplier. So first, on the left side, we have the customer. The customer sends a customer order into the system, and in response, the system sends back 2 main outputs: an order acknowledgement to confirm that the order was received and accepted, and later a delivery note which accompanies the goods that will be dispatched to the customer. Below the customer, we show the accounts department, which is an external system handling invoicing and payments. Accounts sends a weekly credit limit list into our system. This list is used by sales to check which customers are already at their credit limit and should not be allowed more orders. Our system also sends 3 outputs back to accounts. So first, a copy of the delivery note so accounts can prepare invoices, a reorder card raised by the warehouse when stock is low, and the goods received note which the warehouse forwards so account can handle payments to suppliers. On the right side, we show the supplier. The supplier sends a goods received note along with the physical goods. In this level 0 diagram, we only show the information flow. So we represent the goods received note coming into the system from the supplier. Notice that at this level, we do not show any internal data stores or detailed process yet. We only show one overall process for the entire sales, dispatch, and warehouse system, the 3 external entities, and the main data flows in and out the system boundary. This level 0 context diagram establishes the scope of our system and clearly defines how it communicates with external parties. In the next level of our DFD, we decompose the single process into separate processes for sales, warehouse, dispatch, and account introductions, and then further down into detailed activities per department and job role.
I will now explain the architectural data technique applied in a system using a data flow diagram level 1. So this discussion will follow the actual flow of data and activities from the start of the transaction until completion. The system focuses on the sales, inventory, and delivery operations of the organization. It involves 3 main external entities: the customer, supplier, and accounting department, and 3 main processes inside the system, which is the sales ordering processing, which is the sales, the inventory and stock control, warehouse, and the delivery and dispatch. There are also three data stores, which is the customer order file, the stock level information, and the delivery notes archive. So the flow of the system begins when the customer sends a customer order to the sales ordering processing. Upon receiving the order, the sales reviews the customer's details and check the weekly credit limit list provided by the accounting department. So this step ensures that the orders from the customers who have reached their credit limit are properly controlled. If the order is acceptable, sales send an order acknowledgement back to the customer to confirm that the request has been received and approved. At the same time, the order details are saved in the customer order file for record-keeping purposes. After this, the sales prepares an internal order form which is then transmitted to the inventory and stock control process in the warehouse. So once the warehouse receives the internal order form, the system proceeds to stock checking. So the inventory and stock control functions consult the stock level information's data store to determine the availability of the requested items. So if the items are available in the sufficient quantity, the warehouse updates the stock records and issues a dispatch instruction to the delivery and dispatch process. Then the delivery and dispatch acts on a dispatch instruction by preparing and packaging the goods. So the items are delivered to the customer together with a delivery note. So as you can see, in the flow of data, it shows the delivery note since it is a DFD or data flow diagram. So I just only stated the delivery note there, which serves as a proof of delivery. At the same time, a copy of the delivery note is sent to the accounting department to support the invoicing and payment processing. The delivery status is also recorded and stored in the delivery notes archive data store for documentation and monitoring purposes. While regular ordering processing continues, the system also handles inventory replenishment. When the stock levels falls to a low point, the warehouse generates a reorder card containing the necessary product details. So this reorder card is forwarded to the accounting department, so where the information is noted. So after the recording the details, the returned reorder card is sent back to the warehouse, while the actual reordering is handled using a separate accounting system. So in addition, the system manages incoming supply from the supplier. When new goods arrive at the warehouse, they are accompanied by a goods received note. The warehouse updates the stock level accordingly to reflect the new supplies. So the goods received note is then forwarded to the accounting department to support the financial recording, invoicing, and payment activities handled outside the system. Overall, the DFD Level 1 presents a continuous and logical flow of data across sales, warehouse, and dispatch operations. It clearly shows how customer orders are processed, how inventory is managed, how deliveries are completed, and how supporting information is shared with accounting. So this architectural data technique provides a clear understanding of the system operations and supports the efficient coordination between all involved entities.
After on level 1, we will proceed to level 2, which represents the detailed processes of an order processing system. From order receiving, validation, stock check, then reordering, dispatch, and delivery. So the process begins with receive orders. So receive orders, kakarautan an order ti kang customer, then isusurat an info about han i-order. So next is log information. So din hi i-record laan iya information ha system. So next is validate customer credit limit. So didi ibabalidate laan customer credit status. So next is prepare order acknowledgement. So din hi mag-prepare laan in documents nga nagpapakitahan order nga na-confirm na. So next is generate order acknowledgement. So didi igahatag na an kumbaga an resibo ngadto ha customer. Kumbaga an official nga order acknowledgement. So next is generate internal order form. So din hi maghimo hin formal nga order para gamiton han warehouse ngan logistics. So next is verify stock availability in warehouse. So dili chiklaan current availability han stock levels. So next is generate reorder card. So dinhi kikitaon laan kun kulang an stock warehouse ngan kun kulang maghihimuhin request para mag-replenish. Mag-replenish. So next is record supply delivery. So dili i-record lang mga umabot nga stock tikang ha supplier. So next is update stock for the goods. So dinhi igusulod na ang mga stock has mga bago nga stock has system para ma-record. So next is issue dispatch instruction. So dili maghatag ng instruction ha warehouse para mag-dispatch han items. So next is prepare goods for delivery. So dili i-pick up na an gin-prepare nga product para han delivery. So next is prepare the documents for delivery. So pag-deliverhin products, we also prepare documents para han pag-deliver. So next is pag-deliver na han product tikad to customer. So that was the that is the last process han pag-order tikadtuhan pag-deliveran order tikadto customer. So for the conclusion, so the order processing DFD shows a complete structured system that guides a customer order from initial request up to delivery and record keeping. So ensuring control and coordination between departments. So that's all po.
So this level 3 data flow diagram illustrates the complete end-to-end workflow of how a customer order is processed within an organization, from the moment the order is received until goods are shipped and records are updated. The process begins when the customer submits an order, which is first received and checked for accuracy. If the order information is valid, it is logged into the system and the customer's credit status is retrieved from the accounting department. The system then evaluates whether the customer order falls within their credit limit. If the order exceeds the limit, a rejection notice is sent back to the customer. If the credit check is approved, the order is added to a list of approved orders and a formal order acknowledgement is generated for the customer. So once approved, an internal order form is created and forwarded to the warehouse or inventory section, where stock availability is checked. If the required goods are available, the process advances to picking, packing, and preparing the goods for delivery. If stock levels are insufficient, the system logs a reorder request and sends it to the supplier. The supplier delivers the goods. The received items are verified using a goods received note. The delivery is recorded and inventory records are updated to reflect the new stock levels. After confirming stock availability, either from existing stock or newly received items, the warehouse packs the goods, prepares them for shipment, and generates a delivery note. The goods are then shipped to the customer, and a copy of the delivery note is archived for record keeping, while another copy is sent to the accounting department. Hence, the DFD shows how other validation, credit control, stock management, supplier coordination, and delivery cooperations work together to ensure accurate and efficient order fulfillment. To conclude, our DFD leveling clearly shows how the sales, dispatch, and warehouse system work from the highest level down to detailed department processes. Starting from the level 0 context diagram, we identify the system's main external interactions. At level 1, we separated the system into key departments. Level 2 showed the specific processes happening inside each department, and level 3 detailed the task performed by individual roles. So overall, this structured approach helped us organize the information flow, understand the responsibilities of each part of the system, and present the entire workflow in a clear and logical way. That would be all. Thank you so much.